Hi, and today I want to talk to you about the Green Living blog, which is one of the magazines that I'm the editor-in-chief at. And I have done a brief case study about some of the best performing articles there. You will have the opportunity to see that as an article as well published. Once I share the stats and everything with you, you will see it in the video as well. So, let's get started. I wanted to quickly give you an insight about, first of all, how the blog is performing on, well, I'm just looking at Google, but, it's also indexed on Bing, for example. And on Google at the moment, it has been getting around 2,000 visitors per month, which is a good result for this blog, considering we've only started it 2 years ago. So it's really grown, and now it steadily gets 2,000 visitors per month or views per month. And one thing that I've only recently noticed actually is that it gets over 8,000 events every month. So that's a really good result. That means that people who come to the Green Living blog, they will actually get really engaged with the content, and they are more likely to actually click on the links or on the images or on some videos that we might have embedded, or it could also be that they click on the social media posts that we have embedded. So there are many options that could be an event or an action, could be counted as that. But it definitely gives us an indication that the Green Living blog is a place where people like to click and to find out more. So that's a great sign. And next I want to talk to you a bit about different formats that we publish on the Green Living blog. And I'm starting with the guest post because that's the kind of the most preferred format, I would say. That's what we publish mostly. Obviously, we also have our editorial pieces that we publish, but guest posts are very common as well. So I've chosen a guest post called Advantages and Disadvantages of Bioplastics, and that article has ranked really well for several keywords actually. Over 3 months, it has got 1,000 clicks and nearly 20,000 impressions, which is really good. I would say another thing that's really interesting about this guest post is that it ranks for quite competitive keywords like pros and cons of bioplastics or bioplastics, which more and more people are searching for now. For the person or the brand publishing a guest post covering a topic like that, it will help them to be found in this niche as it ranks for related keywords. And it can also help with establishing oneself as an author or as an expert in the field as well. So there are lots of different advantages that such a format can have. Obviously, there's also an SEO advantage because if you publish a post, you get a backlink to a website or a resource that you're sharing in your article. So that obviously helps with the visibility, because as I said, this post has been getting views constantly. 1,000 views over 3 months and 20,000 impressions. So that means that, it gets a good amount of exposure on Google as well. So that's the guest post. And now I'm going to talk about the expert guide as a case study. So as we focus on green living and eco living, we have a lot of articles that cover niche topics that fall under eco living. So it's like, something to do with, it could be anything really that has to do with green living. But in this case, it's something very niche, which is called HVAC and the role it plays in green building design. And the expert that provided this article obviously provided more knowledge and insights about this topic, and that obviously helps them to establish themselves or their brand to be connected with that knowledge of that expert. So this kind of format helps to get a better exposure and better credibility and trust in your niche, and obviously also to be found by the right people. So this particular article actually ranks for specific keywords like HVAC system in green building, and that means that people searching for that kind of content, so those are probably people that are already familiar with the concept, but they're looking for more information about it. So if you're targeting people within a specific niche, then such a format is great, because it gets you in front of those people that already have some knowledge about what you're talking about, but they might find you and discover you or your brand or, whatever it is you're working on. So that's why this format is really good for visibility, credibility, and obviously, it also helps with SEO, no doubt about that. So that's that one. And next, I'm moving on to the listicle. So listicles or list posts are very popular formats because they give a great overview over something, and we publish quite a lot of those on the Green Living blog, because especially in Green Living, people are looking for recommendations, ideas, different ways of improving their lifestyle maybe, or becoming greener and more eco-friendly. So we've published quite a few list posts related to eco-living, and the one I'm sharing with you today is the one about green apps. So we have a listicle that features the best green apps for to tackle environmental issues and to be to live greener, to be more sustainable. And that article, or that listicle, has received nearly 40,000 impressions on Google over the last 6 months, and that's a great result, because it means that the green apps that we have listed and the brands that we have listed get a good amount of exposure on Google, and it ranks for very competitive keywords as well. So getting listed in such a post is obviously of great benefit in terms of SEO, in terms of marketing, because we feature like different businesses. We explain a bit about them. Obviously we link to them, and we might also share maybe their social channels or their ratings, things like that. So it's almost like a comparison, and it helps people to understand a concept better, or to find something very quickly in a list post, rather than having to search for it on the internet. So that's why this format is very popular, and it's a good way to get in front of people, to get noticed, to get more visibility, obviously. And the last format I want to touch on is the media release, also called press release, but we call it media release because we make them more engaging by adding different media formats in it, such as videos or social media posts or something like that, depending on what the client wants, obviously. So this has also been a good way of, especially if a brand or a business are launching something, or they are going to have an event happening, then it's a great format to use, because the release is kind of, it's as it says in the name, it's there for people to recognize something, to find something, an announcement of any kind. And the one I've looked at in this case study is the media release we published about the World Naked Bike Ride in London event. And what's really interesting about this one is that so it happened in the summer, and we published it, I think, one day after the event happened. We actually also went there to take some photos and interview people about the event. And it ranks for, the name of the event. So World Naked Bike Ride 2023 and World Naked Bike Ride London 2023. So, and what I found was that it actually really peaked one day after we published it, and it got like over 1,000 views on that day. So I guess Google picked it up very quickly and saw the relevance because people were searching for it. And that's how, when you publish such a format, it's very important to get the timing right as well. So for media releases, the timing is quite important, especially if it's an event or something that you're announcing. So, and that article has got some really good results as well, over 11k impressions on Google, so steadily been ranking on there as well, as I said, for the core keywords, but also keywords like naked bike rides. So if people are looking for that and they don't know about the specific event, they will also find it, and then maybe next year they will join because they learned about it while searching for it. So that format is great for anyone looking to gain more visibility, more exposure, especially if they're looking for something time sensitive. So anything from a launch to an event to, an announcement, a change, a development, it could be anything. This format is really good for that. And also, obviously, it's a bit more promotional. So compared with a guest post or expert guide, obviously the media release publication gives you the opportunity to share more about your brand. So as I said, you can add different media types in it, links to your social networks, embed videos in it. So that's the better, it's the better format for PR, I would say, if that's what you're looking for. So I think that brings me to the end of this case study, and I hope you found it useful. And check out the Green Living blog if you are interested in topics of this nature. It will definitely be a great resource. And we are obviously also always open to ideas and suggestions from people who are maybe looking for a platform to get published on in this niche, in this industry. So you can always get in touch with me, either via my click-to email, manuela@click2.co.uk, or via info@greenlivingblog.org.uk, and we're always happy to answer any inquiries or questions about getting published there. So thank you very much, and I hope to see you soon.